name's Adam Francis with Red Stick Furniture, and today I'm going to make a more detailed video on something I did in one of my previous videos, and that topic is going to be how to repair an antique drawer slide. So here we've got a drawer that needs a little bit of work, obviously. It has a metal slide on it right there, and that would fit into the corresponding piece right here. And so for the first step, what I'm gonna do is take this out, and then what I'll be describing my process for how I'm gonna replace this. So this one above is what it's supposed to look like. Obviously it's a little bit worn down, but it still functions. And so we'll be leaving that one. But with this eaten away, obviously the drawer just has nothing to slide on. It just falls out whenever you take it out. So I'm going to be showing a more detailed process of how to repair it. So I've gotten this drawer slide out on here, and I've gotten the piece for the slide out on the drawer as well. So what I'm going to be doing is I have this antique replica type drawer slide here that's a dovetail slide, and it just slides in like that. And this is the piece for the bottom of the drawer right here, and this is the piece that goes into the the case. So basically what I'm gonna do, so I can get this out of here, is this piece right here that's kind of got a taper to it goes on the front. So I don't want to cut that in. I'm gonna stick it against here like that, and I'm going to mark it right here, and that's gonna get cut off with the miter saw. So it'll be the correct length, and the drawer will push in and stop correctly where it needs to. And I'm also going to drill out a hole in the center of this like this, and I would be using that if it was the full length, but it's not going to be. So I'm going to have to mark another hole and cut it to drill it into here. For this piece, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this slide, I'm going to center it up left and right, which way it goes. And obviously it's a little bit bigger than the old slide. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark out right here and either side right here, and I'm gonna cut it to where it'll fit, and I'm also gonna cut it to where it stops at the back of the drawer. And I'm gonna do that real quick, and then I'll show my process for installing the pieces. And also one big thing is this will have to match the height on this drawer slide. This one is obviously a good bit thicker, and they make them like that on purpose so that you can plane them down to be the size that you need. You obviously just want to make sure that you're not planing the dovetail side, but you're planing this side. This side comes pretty thin, so obviously you couldn't thin it down anymore. So if there was no board down here, you could just dado out where it would sit flush with this drawer slide. Because if I left it like this and I put it in here, what would ended up happening is that the face would be too tall on the case, and it would hit this drawer up here, and we don't want that. So we want it to be the same height that it was whenever the piece was built. Okay, so I said something kind of incorrect on the last snippet of the video. So this is the original piece right here, and this is the whole piece, the slide and the insert for the cabinet. You want the whole thing to be the same size generally speaking. Obviously mine is a great deal thicker. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plane down this to make it to where it's closer to this original size. It's not gonna be exact, but it'll be close enough to where the drawer face doesn't need to be reset on the drawer box. Found the problem with the drawer, and that was when I went to put it in, I noticed that basically at the thrift store where I had bought this from, they had the wrong drawer. They had the top drawer and the bottom drawer. So obviously when I went to put that in, that created a problem. So what I did was I swapped them out, and I put, the drawer slide that goes on the bottom, the original drawer that goes on the bottom, I moved that old drawer slide and put it on the bottom so that I could swap the drawers. And what I did was I moved the new drawer slide to the top. Now we have another problem, which is that it's hitting on the top because I decided not to plane it down yet until I was ready to screw it in and knew that it was the right size. So what I'm gonna do is take this down some, because the lip of the drawer is hitting right here. So basically, I'm gonna slowly plane this down till I get to where the drawer fits in nicely in the frame, and the face is in the right spot in relation to the front of the dresser. So we've got our new drawer slide in, and it's on the bottom. It's been chiseled out where it needs to go. One more thing. I just glue these on to here, but it's better to screw it to the back of the case and find some kind of clip to attach it into the drawer face, as opposed to just gluing it to the bottom of this thin sheet of plywood. But it depends on the circumstance, and if you can find a way to nail this into here some kind of way, that would be very ideal. I'll put these little glue blocks back into the corners where they went. That keeps that this piece of plywood in here, and then I'll be done. But anyway, I'll just show you the drawer side going in now. So there it is. There's the wooden one. Just hook it in, and it fits. Goes where it needs to be. So now it's time to start restoring these, and I'll have a video of that too.